So CompTIA just released the latest version of the Security Plus exam, the SY0-701. They update the exam every 3 years to keep up with trends in cybersecurity and IT. While vouchers for the SY0-601 version are good until July 31st of 2024, the new SY0-701 will be released this November. So whether you're planning to recertify or planning to take the exam for the very first time, now is a perfect time to get acquainted with the new material. In this video, I'm going to talk about what's new, what's different, and everything you need to know to pass with flying colors. Let's get into it. So the Security Plus is the most well-known entry-level cybersecurity certification. It's meant to test and to verify your knowledge in core security skills, and is often the very first security cert that most professionals obtain. The Security Plus was my very first IT certification, but I already worked in the industry and had experience with tech support and networking. It is recommended to complete your CompTIA A+ or Network Plus certifications first. So CompTIA also recommends 2 years of IT administration with a security focus, but honestly, I feel like you don't need that to pass. It's just going to take more dedication and practice in studying. So if you're wondering what has changed from the last version of the exam, well, it turns out quite a bit. The exam has increased the focus on cloud security, security automation and orchestration, cryptography, threat modeling, and security assessment and testing. So there's less time spent on the ideas and the theory behind security concepts, and more time spent on applicable, actual practical application of security controls. Okay, so I want to kind of just talk through the exam domains. So here on the left, I have the SY0-601 domains, same amount as the new updated version, but there are 5 domains. The first one is attacks, threats, and vulnerabilities, which is 24% of the exam. And this is kind of covers all of the core security concepts, all of the malware, the types of viruses, and how systems and networks can be affected by them. Then 2 is architecture and design, which is 21% of the exam. And this is kind of the different means of security controls and ways to prevent the malware from occurring on a network or different viruses occurring. Number 3 is implementation and actually taking the things that you've designed and then implementing them into your systems. That's 25% of the exam. Number 4 is operations and incident response. This is kind of developing a plan for incident response and how it affects the business side of IT, and this is 16% of the exam. And then finally, governance, risk, and compliance, which is 14%, so the lowest amount of the exam. And this is kind of the different ISO standards, the NIST framework, all the different frameworks and compliance things that relate to security. And so if we move over to the right side, which is the new updated SY0-701 exam domains. So the first one is general security concepts. And you'll see here that this is only 12% of the exam. So they're already showing that they're not covering as much of that in this updated exam. So 2 is threats, vulnerabilities, and mitigations, which is 22%. It's going to be similar to the attacks, threats, and vulnerabilities going through the malware, the different threats on systems. Then security architecture, which is 18%, so a little bit less. Kind of the design and the architecture of systems. And 4 is security operations, which is similar to operations and incident response. That's 28%, so quite a bit, which really, to me, sounds like they're trying to show more about how you can implement them, how they have effect on different businesses, and how IT can help in that regard in developing a good cybersecurity program. And then right there on the 5th, security program management and oversight, that's 20%. And that is, again, implementing those types of security controls, creating a program to be applied to whichever business, whichever industry you're working in. And yeah, that's the difference between the 2 exam domains, between the SY0-601 and the SY0-701. So CompTIA is definitely pushing this latest version forward in terms of the hands-on material. I'm sure there'll be a lot more performance-based skill assessment type questions, and this just means that you need to find some good online lab materials to help with your studies and help you to kind of apply the knowledge that you learn. So the cost of the Security Plus exam is the same as it's been in past years, $392 USD. It's expensive, especially when you compare it to some of the more vendor-specific certifications like the AWS or Azure, but it's still worth it. So just think of this as an investment in your career, and if you're already working in IT, ask around and see if your company offers any types of professional training reimbursement. The concept that you learn in the Security Plus will undoubtedly enhance your knowledge and ability to do your job, since security is such a core component of IT. Another thing to note is that you should never pay full price for a CompTIA exam. I'll say it again, never pay full price for a CompTIA exam. Almost every online training site or book that you buy will include vouchers for a discount. It may just be 10% off, but hey, it's better than full price. So testing is available from Pearson VUE centers and training centers on site across the world, but I would say the easiest way is to use the Pearson VUE online testing center. And I feel like that's really what they're kind of moving towards more, especially with COVID. They're really pushing the more online testing. So you'll register for your slot, you'll run a system test, and then on the day of the exam, you'll log in to be monitored by an exam proctor. So just make sure to clear your desk and get down to business. So with the new exam version comes updated and new and improved study resources. Unfortunately, there's not a ton available just yet in terms of books or online courses, but there will be a ton more whenever the actual exam releases in November. So I'm very partial to the Get Certified, Get Ahead series. There's a Kindle study guide available for pre-order now, which is my preferred format, but if you're someone that likes an actual physical copy of a book, I'm sure there'll be actual copies of that available soon. So there is still time to study for and to take the SY0-601 version, which is the one that I actually took to pass my Security Plus, and I will leave all of my exam resources and the things that I used in the description box down below, and you just need to make sure that you take it and register before the July 31st deadline. So if your 3-year certification period is up soon, then now is the perfect time to get updated on the latest material for the SY0-701. And if you're taking the exam for the very first time and hoping to get certified, now is a great time for you as well. So either way, hopefully the tips and the information in this video helped, and I wish you the best of luck in your journey to Security Plus. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit like and subscribe down below. It helps out the channel and I greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.